Hello everyone. Welcome back to M's Language Academy. I'm M, and today I want to teach you the difference between in, on, and at when we talk about time. Prepositions are an absolute nightmare in English, but the good news is that in some cases there are rules that actually make sense and can be remembered quite easily. And this is one of those cases. So, without further ado, let's have a look at them. Let's start with the easiest one, which is on. We use on to talk about days. Things like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we say on Monday, on Tuesday. Dates, the 1st of January, on the 1st of January, on the 4th of July. My birthday, on my birthday. Christmas Eve, on Christmas Eve. On Easter Monday, and so on. Now it gets a little bit harder. In. We use in to talk about things that are longer than a day. So, months, seasons, or years. August, in September, in December, in spring, in autumn, or 1992. For example, John was born in 1992. On top of that, we also use in to talk about certain parts of the day. Morning, so in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. For example, I have a cup of coffee in the morning. And now the hardest one, at. We use at for times of the day, at 6 o'clock, at 7:15, also at midday, at sunset, at midnight, also at night for some reason. Okay, so we say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but at night. And then we use at for all the special time expressions like at present, at the moment, and times when we don't have to work. So at Christmas, at Easter, or at the weekend. But here you have to be careful because if you talk about the entire holiday, then you will say at Christmas. But when you talk about a day, like Christmas Eve, it will be on, because that's a day. On Christmas Eve, on Easter Monday, on Independence Day, okay? But when we talk about holidays as such, spanning multiple days, we say at. Okay? We also say at the weekend, although for some reason, more and more I hear the preposition on. Sorry to bother you on a weekend. I stick to the traditional at. All right, so that was part one. Those were the relatively easy rules that can be remembered. Now let's talk about some exceptions, as we always have to in English. We don't use in, on, or at before words such as last, this, next, or every. So we wouldn't say in every morning I have a cup of tea. We say every morning I have a cup of tea. Or I went on holiday last month, not in last month. We also use in to talk about the future. In 6 months. If I study hard, I will improve my English in 6 months. Or I might have to look for a new job in 10 years' time. So here you can say in 10 years or in 10 years' time. In spoken English, it doesn't really matter. You have to be careful in writing because the position of the apostrophe is a bit tricky. So when you say, for example, in 1 week's time, the apostrophe will be before the letter S. But if you say in 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time, 10 weeks' time, 15 weeks' time, the apostrophe will be after the letter S. And the last thing, we also use in to talk about how long something takes. Most children learn to speak in 2 years. I finished university in 6 years. All right, that was the theory. Now let's do a bit of practice. I've written down a few sentences and removed the prepositions of time. Let's have a look at them. We're flying to the Canary Islands Thursday evening. On Thursday evening. When you have a day and a part of the day, you always say on. On Thursday evening. On Sunday morning. on Friday afternoon, and so on. The plane leaves 11:45 p.m. So we have to be at the airport 10 o'clock. In both of these, the correct answer is at, because these are times of the day. My wife says it's not a good idea to go there August. In August. August is a month, and we use in for months, seasons, and years. Everything that's longer than a day. Last year, we went there Christmas, and it was great. Is it in, on, at, or nothing? So at the beginning, there's nothing. Last year, because we do not use in, on, or at with last, this, next, or every. So last year, we went there at Christmas. Christmas is a holiday, a time of the year when we don't have to work, so at Christmas. The only problem was that we had to fly back New Year's Eve because I had to start work the 1st of January. In both cases, it's on New Year's Eve because I had to start work on the 1st of January. And the last one, I've got to go. See you 3 weeks. In 3 weeks. And final question, if we said in 3 weeks' time, would you put the apostrophe before the letter S or after the letter S? In 3 weeks' time, the apostrophe goes after the letter S. All right, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you found it useful, like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. If you thought it was an utter waste of time, let me know in the comments. I'll see you soon. In the meantime, remember that you don't have to be perfect, but you can always be better. Bye.